And conceptual learning can be considered from some different viewpoints. Conceptual learning can be theories based in practice, based in use, and they can also be espoused theories. Let's look at these two terms. Action is not always consistent with what we believe. Sometimes what we do is not what we say. Theory in use, therefore, is embedded in the logic of action. It may not be what we believe, but it is the way we act, what we actually do in the classroom. And therefore, it is very much around thinking in action, thinking of the action that's taking place. And since it's not always consistent with formal beliefs, it is in a way in contrast to espoused theory, which is the theory used for arguing about the actions. Theory in use is the actions taking place, what we're actually doing. Espoused theory is how we actually discuss and describe the theories that we're applying. It's very much about, therefore, how action is conducted. Frequently, both ideas of conceptual learning, theory in use and espoused theories, have important differences between them. One is that espoused theory is very explicit. It's very based in absolute ideas and concepts, whereas theory in use tends to be much more learned, much more tacit, much more difficult to grasp. How can we therefore combine espoused theories and experience and creating the solutions from experience? Reflective practice helps us do this, and reflective practice is very much about ownership of the knowledge that we generate from theory in use and espoused theory, and it's about awareness of that knowledge and how we use it in order to improve what we're doing in the classroom and to improve on the actions which we're using in order to teach. Reflective practice in this context then is also about how we're thinking about our experiences and our approach to teaching in the classroom. And what we're trying to do is create an understanding of what this means. In a way, this is like creating theories in order to explain what we're doing. And in these ways, these theory in use and espoused theory are both invisible and visible, tacit and explicit, and in a way moving from blindness to sightedness. And because of that, reflective practice is very flexible. It's based in flexibility, adaptation to situations, and is focused on trying to be effective as a practitioner. So, quite simply, reflective practice is about brain evolution. As teachers, theories in use and espoused theories are about not having a stagnant brain, but about having a perception of the world which is always flexible and adaptable and always able to change. And if we reduce our learning, therefore, to simple methods and techniques, our knowledge will get out of date very quickly. So theory in use and espoused theories help us move away from that short-term thinking to a much longer perspective, a horizon searching perspective on what we're actually doing as teachers. And what this means is that we can always renew the theories in use or the espoused theories based on our changing conceptual frameworks, because as we acquire new experiences, as we begin to understand situations, we will develop new concepts, and those new concepts will help us see things from different perspectives, and those perspectives will help us start to develop different theories and ideas about how things are. And what this means is that we can leave behind old perceptions and begin to see change as something which, although initially disruptive, we can embrace and benefit from as practitioners.